want to say anything.
Make sure you subscribe.
Alright, YouTube, we got a big transformation for this video. Alright, my boy came in and said he just want to cut it all off. He ain't want no specific cut, so I just cut it all off and gave him like a real bursted high taper, almost like a burst fade on the sides. I really don't know how to explain it. I just know it's higher than a regular high taper would be. So I'm just gonna teach y'all how I did that from start to finish. Right now I'm just using my shears to cut the hair down, and so I can use my guards to knock it down to the length that I want it at. Now that I got the hair down where I wanted to use my clippers, I'm going in with that 3 guard closed against the grain. I'm just moving it all over the head at this point, just trying to get the hair as even as possible. I said I got that 245 power clip on there. Man, I love my new setup. You're just combing the hair back down. So now I'm gonna go with the green with the 2 guard closed, just to try to lay the hair down. I don't know if he's gonna get waves or not, but why not just get the hair ready, cause you never know. So I'm just gonna use that 2 guard closed, going with the green, and just lay this hair down as much as possible. So now after you cut it down, you just want to brush it down again. Like I said, you want to lay that hair down as much as possible before we get into the tapers or anything else. Alright y'all, now it's time for the taper. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set a guideline like a real high rainbow-like shape. I'm going to go for one shape, and you're going to see me just make a whole nother shape right here. But like I said, this is not no specific taper. I just wanted to get a real high, roundish high taper. I don't even know what to call it. But I know he didn't really care. He just said, "Listen, I'm tired of this afro. Just cut it off." That's all he literally said. So now the next step, we're gonna take the lever open, go up about a ½ inch. We're gonna go up a little bit more in the middle and a little bit less down towards the ear part. Now we're gonna use my lever closed. Make sure you use your corners when you're doing this and knock out that bottom line. Adjust the lever to get that section as blurry as possible. Now I think that's my 3 guard closed. Just going all the way up, knocking down the bulk, just debulking that top of the taper. Now I got my 2 guard open, going slightly under that 3 guard closed, just cleaning up and fading down. You don't want to go all the way up into that 3. So now I got my 2 guard closed, mainly focusing on that dark guideline in the middle. I'm going to try to lighten it up. I'm using my 2 guard open with just the corners and just cornering the dark spots. Now I got my 1 guard closed, and in this part you want to go up a tad bit. Each time you go up, you want to adjust that lever and open it up a little bit. So if you go up, once you get that section in, you want to go up a little bit more, open that lever, go up a little bit more, open that lever. You just want to just keep going up and up and up till the lever is all the way open, and then you're going to use your corners to just fade the 1 guard open into the 2 guard closed. Depending on what hair texture you do this with, you could get an easy blend, like right now you can see an easy blend. I'm using my 0 guard closed just to basically clean up the lever open in the 1 guard closed area. I really could have left it like that, but I want to separate myself from regular barbers who would have left it like that. So just make sure you do as much as you can, use as many guards as you need to, and get that blend as clean as possible. Now I'm gonna do the back. My client had I think that's a mole, but it was sticking out of his head. I didn't want to go over it with the clipper or pop it, so that part of the taper is going to be a little bit darker than the rest, but the back taper still came out blurry in my eyes. But I'm just going to use the same exact steps, and I'm just going to let y'all watch. Now you see me about to line up this behind the ear area. I'm gonna knock it down with my one guard open, and then I'm gonna close the lever. Just make sure that line up around the ear is as crispy as possible. And now I'm gonna line it up. I'm not gonna push it all the way to the darkness. I want to leave it a little bit more natural and try to let it grow in. This will also leave the cut. This will let the cut last a lot longer than if I was to push it into the darker areas. So it might not look better, but it's going to be better for my client in the long run. So now I'll switch up the angles a little bit. Now I'm just going to do this right side because I already told you how to do the left, and the back is basically the same. So I'm just gonna speed this up. Alright y'all, now it's time for the edge part. I think this angle looks kind of dope, but for a tutorial I don't think it was I don't think it was really a good angle, but it's all good. I'm still gonna teach you how to do it. So first thing you do is I use my one guard open to knock down the lineup part, and then I use the one guard close on the very tips just to make sure I get the lineup as natural as possible and I can see where I want it at. Now I got a little alcohol wipe. This is how you quickly clean your client's forehead. Not all clients can use it because you don't want them to break out from it, but just ask your client if they can spray, if you can use it a little bit, because most of your clients will know if they bump up, but most clients don't, hopefully. So just clean it off, they face off with the alcohol, and then spray some hairspray, blow dry, and just kind of line it up, get it crispy as possible without pushing it back. My client does have a lot of overhang because he had a afro. Even though my camera is not it's not focused right now, but it's all good. But yeah, so we're just cutting off that overhang and getting them as clean as possible. here I'm just doing some more detailed work. I got the camera at a more of a zoomed out view just to let y'all see that even though the cut is done, still want to try to take it to that next level. I didn't use no enhancements on this cut. If you've been watching my IG story, you've been seeing me. I've been trying to really go back to my natural cuts just to try to up my natural skill set. So I've been doing more natural cuts lately. I still use enhancements, just not a lot. So that's just something I want to improve on myself. Alright y'all, y'all seen the beginning of the cut. Y'all seen how he looked. Y'all looked at it. Y'all can look at it right now. See, he needs a new cut. So this is the before, and now the after is coming up right now. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Wavykid_Kev, Beats by 4flagging on IG, and follow both of us. This is the after. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Alright, I want y'all to rate this transformation in the comment section, okay? If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. And Wavykid Kev, I'm out. Deuces.